We are live. Okay, cool. So this is 14 September Dev Guild call, and I know Bobby has good amount of updates, so I'll jump in and hand it over to you.
Okay, so can you hear me well?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So me and Nico and Shri, we are trying to accomplish part of the redesign of the website. And so far, we have a few things to show. Let me share the screen. What do you think? Is it better for us to show the evolution, or what is the main purpose of our meeting? For because yesterday I showed you we have very few upgrades since yesterday. Shuri knows what we have been doing as well, and Hiko is together doing. So should we record the progress for others,
Yeah,
or
so
assign the
imagine
problems?
imagine uh maybe you
Oh,
have 15-20 minutes, and we can use this if anyone in future wants to know about how they can join, contribute, or how you develop. We can
okay.
use this video as a reference.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so this is our React app, and we have so far the homepage and the about page. The homepage, we have so far developed very, very simply the structure for the hero section, the value section, project, and footer, plus the nav bar that we have we are rendering through the app here. If you see the homepage by now, it is, let me see if it's working or not, if it's alive or dead, if I queued it last minute. Yes. Okay, so this is the
So
homepage.
we just
Mm.
see our Visual Studio.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go again. The whole thing. Okay, can you see now? Perfect.
Sure.
So
Mhm.
here we have the spaces for what we are going to develop. So far, it's positioned one on top of the other, but later Shri gave us an idea. Hiko, that's a new thing for you. I haven't shared with you, but she has given us an idea, which I think it's super cool, but I have zero clue on how to do it. But I believe that we can do things the way we were planning and later apply this new strategy, which would be, instead of render each one of the components one on top of the other like this through scrolling, you would go down the screen, you would go inside, like Inception effect. And these, for example, this would appear from the middle of this one, and this would appear from the middle of this one, and so on, so forth. And I think that's something that we can develop later. But the
Wait, I
first thing.
didn't get you. Can you explain it again?
Okay, let me see if I can explain this with my poor English. Do you know that animations, when you have one big thing and you keep zooming in and you see another thing and you zoom in and you
Oh
see
yeah.
another thing? So that's the idea, that this part would be very here, super small here. Of course, not shown in the very beginning, but once you scroll a little, this would appear and get bigger and bigger, and then the other part would show and get bigger and bigger, like some kind of animation that would show, like, I don't know if it's a transform effect, what we would do with these components, but they would be growing as long as you would scroll. So we would have a feeling more or less like Inception Inception, is that the name of the movie? Inception,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So that's the inspiration. I don't know
So,
if
but
we're gonna accomplish or not.
MetaMask will be like just a small button, or like, do you think it's gonna be a big background?
Uh, we still haven't talked about what we are gonna do with MetaMask because I'm not sure if you remember, but we mentioned that the first phase of the website is going to be aiming for the clients, and the clients so far have no interest in connecting with their MetaMask with us. Like, if we are not intending to sell anything, why would they connect? So we are thinking that maybe we're gonna just leave it there, like a very simple thing, like connect for whatever, for future contact. Maybe put this connect button under everything in the contact part. And once we have an actual component that are going to either sell NFTs or courses or sell hours of our consultancy or something like this, then there's going to be a bigger connect MetaMask thing. So far, it's just a button that Hiko
Yeah.
implemented that it's definitely broken with my last few things, but it was working. It's a work in
Okay.
progress. All right. So this is the homepage with the spaces. So for each one of those things, we have to develop background, image, animations, and stuff. And there's two more on the bottom of this. And we have the about page where we are intending to render informations about ourselves. So where we're from, how we connect, and our faces and some kind of animation. So this took me 3 days. Actually, this took me like one day, and the other two, I'm stuck trying to render the background, and I couldn't do it. My so far my intention is to be able to show something like this zooming out whenever you click on someone. I wanted it to be lines, not surfaces or 3D meshes, and I wanted it to be animated. Like whenever you hover, it would uh, get agitated. Like change, shift a little bit the position, avoid the pointer, and would have some kind of basic animation going on itself, even though you wouldn't be touching it, and it would be like something very soft effect on the background of the text telling who we are, the main members, and what we have done, and links for our personal whatever portfolio and whatever we have. And besides that, we are planning to create the connections between some lines connecting the places where we are from, just to visually render that we are a global community. That's the idea. When you click work, the intention is that it would go back to the home screen, but in the part showing the project, which is not here yet, but we have here. We are creating a card that's going to be replicable for each project that we want to show. And this is going to be like a whole separate component with the image and some information. So let's say tomorrow we have a new project that we want to display. We just add a new one, and it's going to be rendered on the bottom or on the top of the other projects. So that's the idea. And so far, that's what we got. A lot of issues and bugs. And we're still in the very beginning. First 3 days.
That looks great. Uh, I was wondering if
Mm.
you could also share, like, so is this like, I saw there is a separate GitHub repository for this.
Yes, that is. It
So if
is.
anyone wants to check out the
That's the
code
one.
or contribute. Yeah.
Okay, so it's inside our organization. That's the repository. And we are adding all the stuff here. Plus, we also have the work organization where we are adding all the tasks, or not all of them, but the most important ones. For example, I'm working the About Us page, and for each of the stuff that I have to create, I'm creating tasks and subtasks, and the idea is of if someone who either has more or less experience, let's say someone who has more experience, see that I'm struggling here, or wanna jump here in the middle of this, knows that this is something that I wanna create. Uh, this task can be taken by someone else. Or either, for example, in this one, like there's a process for one image, but we have photos of every one of us, like at least 10 of us. It's gonna take a very long time to replicate for everybody. So this task can be taken for someone with less experience that want to learn through this process, and by replicating everything that we have done. For example, this is basically Grasshopper. If you want to learn how to do these in a different photo for the rest of the people and export the files, then this is gonna be it's gonna need to be done eventually. So that's how we are structuring. Hiku, do you want to add something?
Yeah, no, I think you did a good job explaining.
Yeah, Bobby, I was just wondering, like, so I just saw in the debug there was a task, add 10 animation or image. So like when
Which
you
one?
I think it was primary or second in one of the uh
Secondary, the primary. Hero
may,
background, bit scratch background, not this one.
no, maybe the first one.
Okay.
w- oh,
Okay.
I saw something about like creating 10 other images when you're talking about grasshopper. Like,
Hmm. I think this one.
oh yeah,
Create a file for all other profile pictures.
yeah. So what I was wondering, if I'm very new to this project, and if I just create the file for other profile pictures, I
There's
don't
no
get an
not
idea
enough information.
whether I should, how should I contribute. So I was wondering if, like, not to add to your work, what is the best way which we can describe the task. And also, so you see the tags section on the right, you could mention like, okay, it requires Rhino or Grasshopper or any skills. So if you have those skills, you're eligible for this task, like something like that. We could formulate.
Yeah, got it. Sure. I was writing and thinking this is not
Mhm.
understandable. And if someone wants, for example, I know that Shri is joining us, and let's say that she decides to get one of the tasks, she's still gonna have to talk with us to understand what
Mm,
tasks and how to create it. Is for now it's mostly an organization for ourselves,
Yep.
not for others. But you're right. If we want to make it useful for everybody, we need to add more info for sure. These skills are not.
Oh yeah.
No, no, that's not. It's probably the works skills, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's good. For example, if do you know if our tasks are open for everybody?
Yeah, I think we are public, so anyone with the link can watch our like combined board.
Yeah. Oh, considering we don't have any bounties,
Yeah.
that's going to be hard for someone to jump in and say, I want to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think it's difficult just for anybody to come and jump in. I have to definitely come for a discussion though. I
That's
think once we get to a certain level, then it'll be easier for people just to come and join in and add. But at the moment, it's still very new. So trying
It's
to figure
and
everything out.
also I don't have any idea if people usually develops websites like this, like so. Okay, you just create something there, I create something here, and then because things don't merge. Like talking about merge, is it now? No, in a few
Tomorrow
hours.
morning. Yeah,
Tomorrow morning. Okay.
tomorrow morning. My tomorrow morning. So what?
5 hours or 7 hours from now.
Okay. I just remembered. So things don't merge. Even if things we find online, we have to recreate everything to make it match in the app. So I don't know if we're going to be able to find people through the work. Maybe the work is gonna be a tool for our own organization so far. In other types of.
Hey, Bobby. I can with the globe and putting markers for where people live and drawing the lines. It would be probably pretty cool if it was like similar to. I think I've got a pretty good idea of how you could do it. I've just been doing a lot of GIS stuff in Python and on JavaScript as well, and so I don't mind tackling that. Yeah, something like that. I was actually thinking you could do something similar to GitHub on their splash screen, their landing page. They show activity across the globe on GitHub. Looks sick.
Yeah, I've also seen that.
Yeah. I forget which page it is. It's not this one. It's a dark background and it's just this rotating globe and it's got these like speckled green lines just sort of tracing across the globe. It looks really awesome. I'm not sure where it is, but maybe I'll find it and I'll do a screenshot of it. But I think I know how we could do that. Are we willing to pay for any API keys, or we want to do this? I mean, obviously, preferably do it completely free, right?
Yeah, like, do you like this is one thing also that good that you brought up. So for geospatial reference, like I know, like if you're committing to front end and JavaScript, like there is like good possibility of integrating Mapbox. If you're like doing those on ArcGIS or geospatial, like how are you gonna migrate to React? And that is also one thing to consider. So
Yeah, I
Mapbox
mean,
has a
like
public API key which you can use for like free.
some things are free, and then some things aren't. Like Esri, you can actually. I've been finding you can do quite a lot of stuff without an API key, but like Plotly.
Yep, Plotly.
Plotly would be pretty great for what we're trying to do here. But you need the API key. I'm not sure if you need an API key to do exactly this, but yeah, it's just about diving into it, I guess, checking it out.
And like Bobby, to your when you were thinking when like there is a phase when you move over the cursor, the points go away. So I think so do you know d3.js?
Yes, I've been doing a lot of D3.
But can we use it in?
It's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, so it has React integration, and they have some attractor or Voronoi where if you hover the mouse, the points go away around the cursor. So, but I think this.
There's also some examples like this in React Tree Fiber.
Okay, then it's better.
True. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, learn a new
No, let's not add new libraries. So
But I'm okay of adding with anything that's needed. Like my problem so far has been that I am not being able to render lines in the React Fiber. I have no idea why. Only full meshes, and but there must be something very stupid on my side. Definitely. I'm gonna keep trying to understand about the mark, the positioning, the thing. I've been thinking of trying to understand how it's done here. I know that it's probably done by hand, like the location, it's not geolocated, but we only have like what 10 core members, and then we can just put something on the continent, something more not so data driven. But for sure, if we want to connect futurely the NFT skills with some visual connectivity between ourselves, we would need to go from this globe into a Mapbox globe, probably, right?
Yeah, or something similar.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it's really just you just sort of mapping an image on a sphere, and the sphere, is relative to I forget what they call it, but like a coordinate system, and then you could tie it in with, like, if someone buys an NFT or they make a transaction through us, then we like ask them, do you want to provide your location? And then it
okay.
grabs their coordinates, and then bam,
So
you could have
maybe
like go on.
maybe we can add somehow bind the coordinates of the real world with this image, because this is it. Like, this is a sphere with a texture on top of it. If we can find where in the texture, like what is the key to value for coordinates plus position in the pixel or something like this, it could work.
Yeah, where's the sphere from? Is this from 3.js?
This is the one that this is it. This is a sphere geometry. I have one for the earth and two for the clouds. It's just a basic sphere geometry with size and the other two parameters. I don't remember what they are. In a material. And the material is an image that I imported from NASA. Like this, the color map.
Oh, cool.
It's the tech. I have the texture, normal displacement, and the clouds. And they are rendered with React Fiber, but they don't have the real world coordinates attachable to it somehow. And I have an effect to make it rotate.
Because I'm thinking like there's a library called Proj, Proj, and they have Python libraries, and I'm pretty sure they got JavaScript libraries, I think. There's PyProj, and then I'm sure that they might have a JavaScript library, but that we can map that sphere, and then we can start to put stuff all over it, and then draw lines. And the lines, not sure exactly how we can do that, but
maybe.
I want to find that GitHub.
Okay.
I really want to find that GitHub image.
But that's definitely not for now. Like this would be in phase 3 maybe of the website. When we would use this for ourselves, when we have the NFT skills, this is in the not so close future. Where is it? Phases. For ourselves next year. So maybe we still have time for that. We can work with we can work with basic lines connecting just the continents done by hand using something like this. And in the future, we can figure out the rest. But if you are interested, I would love to have it fixed for now.
Yeah.
That would be also great.
Cool. Yeah. I'll have a look at it. Sounds like there's no pressure.
Amazing. Good.
Bobby, I was thinking like, are there any decisions which you want to like discuss, like which requires kind of voting or brainstorm? For example, we could make a post about what's the font style on Snapshot, or we could also discuss here and anything that helps you move faster in any decision which you're stuck.
I decided not to let me be stuck on the branding decisions like font colors and whatever, the things like this, because Theo mentioned that we might have a branding workshop coming next few weeks or last week, I don't know. And if we are gonna have it, it's something that we can easily change later. This is not stuck in us. Like right now, what's on our, like in my personal way, is that I'm focusing on the about page, and it's gonna take a while for me to figure out everything. One thing that I've been thinking is, is it gonna be like approved by everybody? Like whatever we do we have to run this through collective approval?
No, you are the one who, like, you're the most knowledgeable in this area, so whatever you think is best.
But like our website is at least for me, I have a feeling that it's very important to tell our story in at least. Maybe if we could go through this basic design with everybody who are interested to see, okay, are you okay with that or not? What are your inputs? If someone vets something, like say, okay, no, I hate this globe thing. I don't think we should show our faces. I don't think we should show our projects like this. Whatever we are going to have to dump later, that's going to be super frustrating. Definitely.
What if we do like maybe at some point a community call to get feedback, and anyone who is interested in giving feedback of website can come, and out of all the feedback you can then incorporate like whatever things you fit you think is feasible and easy to incorporate.
Yeah. I'm here thinking, like, one thing is being open for anyone to say anything, and probably some of the ideas are not going to be very feasible, like with the whole thing. And the other thing would be voting between like something more with more direction, like, okay, we have these 3D model in the background and that 3D model for the background. What do you guys think? Which way is the best way to go? That would be much better. But until we get there, we definitely need more work. Go on.
No, like,
I'm still thinking. I don't know.
no, even I'm thinking we could do like make a user group of like 5-10 people covering, and that would be cover like, a lot of time people do user testing and like for a product launch, try, test, and then again go back and forth. So we can form a website interest group of members, and so you don't need to wait for like a call or something. Anytime yes or no, you just tag those 5 people, they answer, and you move ahead. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we can try to do it through the website Discord channel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. if we manage to deploy the app online, that would make it even easier. That's something we are also planning to do maybe the end of this week or next. I'm not sure. But something closer probably. And this way we can share the testing and debugging and opinions. I think that's it.
Yeah, if you would, I am definitely interested in the background side. If you would like to do like a call on Saturday where we can code together and figure out, I'm happy to do it.
Amazing, thanks. I have two alternatives. Either I figured it out or I smashed the computer. No, now I have a third alternative. Count on you on Saturday. Okay. I would love to do that. Cool. And Shuri is doing this one, right, Shuri? She's planning it so far, as I know.
No, I was working on how to import 3D models from Metaverse.
And this that you're gonna do is gonna be located probably in this section. It's gonna be either BitsCrunch or other 3D model that we might have in GLB extension or something like this. It's gonna be displayed around this section. And that's it. Seems so simple and so much stuff to do.
Simple and challenging at the same time.
Yes. Okay, that's it for the website.
Yeah, Simon, Hiko, Shri, any final thoughts before we move?
No, nothing much. Just agree with Bobby a lot, but it's a good learning experience though.
Yeah, I think you guys will be like a spatial website expert by the end of this.
I definitely hope. That's the idea, to create a super cool website.
I forgot one thing, which like, is it possible to add a button in the footer or maybe on the header of like book a meeting, and then it opens like a Calendly and then it sets up a meeting. Yeah.
It's gonna be here, like a whole contact us section with whatever button and interaction we have. Do we have a Calendly for ourselves? Not so far, probably.
No.
We can create one for Archidao.
Okay, cool. So I'll wait here in Calendly.
I know it was it's not that globe thing is for next year. I've found though how it was created is through 3.js. It's got like a sub library called 3 Globe, and it's pretty sweet. It looks really cool. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna play around with this anyway because I've been doing a lot of GIS stuff anyway on another project. So I'm happy to investigate this a little bit more.
Cool. Which one is the best link?
If there's this one, someone recreated the GitHub globe. I'll put it in the chat, and it is pretty. There we go. It's in the chat.
Okay. GitHub.
I can't find the landing page, but that if you go down a bit, there's a demo, live demo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It zooms right in. It's kind of crazy, but you can prevent that. But it's pretty cool.
And super. Let's see what it's using.
It's 3JS.
Yeah. 3JS, yeah.
And
Oh,
da, da, da.
oh, so you gave the coordinate data in
It's
JSON.
JSON.
That's
That-
it.
That was what
Mhm.
I was thinking. Like somehow we could. I was thinking before I saw that, like, to pair the information of the image that I have from NASA with the coordinates. But maybe here, like, this is gonna make it ready.
Yeah, and ready for the future kind of thing, extensible as well.
Yeah, I think in the index.js, they might have the.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
Yeah, basic tree, but
Interesting.
they have something on the background that they are importing.
That init globe. Yeah.
With all those things. Oh,
They're using WebGL. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have everything, even like the atmosphere and things that I wanted to display that I was thinking that wouldn't look so cool with Mathbox. This can be fixed because we want to display things, but we want also to look good.
Yeah. And with this as well, like I think this GitHub globe is pretty pared down. Like it's a pretty basic looking globe. But if you go to 3globe, which is what the library they use, there's some super cool looking. Yeah, I mean that's one. There's some really cool examples of like really quite complicated looking visualizations. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the data, okay, it's understandable, right? Can
They
do
have
whatever.
AR
Can.
version too. I saw it down.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
So this is the one, probably.
So Bobby, are we like pushing from 23 to 22 now? No kidding.
Yes. But this is not, yeah, also 3. Okay.
They had
All
those
right.
React bindings as well, which will be really useful.
Let's hope they have a lot of information online on how to do it. Cool.
I'm happy to help with it. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, it looks much simpler in React as usual. Cool. Nice. Great. So our globe is going to be improved. We don't need to wait anymore, probably. All right. So what else? So maybe if you Simon, if you're willing to take a look into this, maybe I should move myself either for, okay, I can't stand trying to do this anymore. Maybe I should try to go for this background animation that we're willing to create something that looks like a CD, plus have some connection with our logo and lighting effect and animation. All things
that's cool.
together.
Yeah, the procedural city, right? Oh yeah.
The
You showed
procedural
me.
one. Yeah, let's see if maybe I can go for this one and leave the globe a little for Simon's touch. And we look together this part on Saturday, maybe.
Perfect.
Like my last idea, the one that I was willing to do now, was trying to pick all the points, all the centers of the circles, and try to create the circles using 3, not importing it. And bringing all the colors, because they're also like data, bringing all the colors as JSON or as a basic array or something like this, and adding the colors via code, not importing the model, but importing the data and let it create itself.
I just got an idea. So similarly, what you had for projects in the portfolio where you can add card or component at the bottom.
Mhm.
Technically, what we could do, like similarly how where in even in 3Globe, they had basic JSON files. And if you update the JSON and then push it, the website will be updated with new data. So what we could do is we could make a structure in such a way where you upload your image files as an array, or you upload the JPEG, and we can do like some post processing in 3 or other library where take this image, make a point cloud or some face.
You know how to do it in 3?
Like I think there are ways to do.
There-
The reason I thinking is if we automate that, then whenever we are adding
Yeah.
new members, you just upload an image and automatically the like
Yes,
in contact it's keep on adding, scroll down, and more people. Right?
you're right. It would be much better to do it this way, and but it either way.
No,
Okay.
like so that's
No,
yeah. Let me
I don't
check
even know
into
how
it.
to bring these to there. So if we figure out a different way to do it from there, starting, that's okay. That's perfect. That's even better.
Yeah.
Cool. This could also be something like, okay, importer, whenever you buy an NFT, you can already import your picture and this would be updated automatically.
Yeah. In long term, what we could do is we can get all of our data instead of like on IPFS. So all you do is add like append an item in the IPFS array, or like
And that would
make
be
it yeah.
a new information
Mhm.
there. Yeah, cool.
Like a database, like for
Mhm.
all of this, like for instance, you got all these coordinates for that globe, for instance, needs to be stored somewhere.
Where you are, what are your information or your basic information, your
Yeah.
picture, the links for
You
your
can,
for contacting.
have you guys used ceramic?
I
I've
have
heard of
used
it,
it
but I haven't.
basic,
It,
but it
it's all about DIDs, and it's structuring information stored on IPFS. And with DIDs, you can, it's just putting it like, like think of it as like a JSON format and storing it on IPFS.
yeah,
It's decomposable, all that sort of stuff.
I think this discussion is triggering like in ArchiDAO NFT, maybe we could have a section of like KYC where okay you can add your in the metadata, add your Twitter, social media, image, location if you want, and automatically it gets into our directory of people. So like when you join a DAO, it means a member or an attendee, and then you do KYC and you update your metadata. And if your metadata is KYC'd, then automatically the website renders it because we are fetching it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
And making more things more complicated here.
Just playing with
2024.
ideas for sure. Yeah, exactly. 2024.
So, cool.
Cool. Right. Also the projects, if we have a way to do it like from the outside of the React development environment, that would be cool. Like adding a new thing to this array from the outside, anyone could add it and it would be automatically displayed.
Yeah, that's
That
what
would
I
make
was
it easy.
thinking. Like if we do like a no code approach where what if the projects are fetched from like a Notion template? So all you need to do is give the link and add one more project on Notion, and then it updates here. Like that, let's do a basic version, and then next step would be
Yeah.
automation. Yeah.
Chances are things are gonna break every time. There's something, but we have to try. I agree. Okay, that's the idea. Try to do a basic one and just prep it to have something to deploy by the end of the year, and we can keep adding new stuff.
Cool. Are you guys gonna like considering to deploy in GitHub or using Vercel or other framework?
Hiko has some suggestions.
Yeah, so we're looking into Fleek and Spheron, if I'm pronouncing it correct, but they're both also decentralized. So you use GitHub and then you just deploy it through them. But
And
still need to go and do a bit more research on it.
so
But it looks nice though. I don't know, because they give you a certain amount of minutes of building. So there's like a free tier with, I think there's 100 minutes or something like that per month. And so every time you update the code, it rebuilds and then you use up that time. So we must just maybe be a bit more efficient in the beginning. But yeah, that's more options compared to the cell or even just GitHub pages. But we can actually still discuss that and check how it works.
yeah, I think I've seen Fleet. It's good. It's just like for when we are doing discussions, like it's like Vercel gives like a free domain where you just share your deployment link. So if Fleet is also giving like we can share that, get feedback, and then do another deployment. Yeah, cool. Uh, Update from my side is so Monday 8 a.m. we are having a meeting with Una from ETH Zurich for the crypto twin, and the goal is integrating all the IoT devices. And during the weekend, I'm I need to optimize the model to get into the Decentraland because it's exceeding 15 MB.
Oh, it's still like this.
What?
It's still the same way. No changes in this subject.
Sorry, can you repeat?
I'm sorry, I was wondering, did Shimon or Huri take a look into the model or not yet?
I
No
don't
one
think
did
so.
anything?
No,
Okay. All right, I can try that too. I was kind of hoping that they could do it because they know the model better. It seems like. I'm not sure. Is it correct? Who did model it in the first place?
Like Hiri is like when we were doing the Arkidao NFT mint, Hiri did like polygon optimization in the t-shirt, and he showed like ultimately the optimization would be like on Blender. If you open the model, like there's a decimate tool option where you can reduce the size and polygon. That's
Yeah, but
the
it doesn't seem like a polygon problem. That's why I didn't do this that you're mentioning, because this works when we have like some complex shapes, but this model is super simple. I
so
don't know what's going on there. It's not a versus or face counting problem.
is there any high definition texture? Like
Doesn't
high
seem
resolution?
to. I still don't know. That's why I was hoping that one of them would be the person who originally would have had modeled it. Is this correct? Would have I don't know, but because someone might know what happened with that model. It's super simple. It doesn't seem right. have-
Which model?
The
No
crypto
one's
twin
one.
model. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's, yeah.
That meditation room.
Yeah. That model is done by Una. So yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, the
maybe
meditation
it's,
house. Yeah.
But it should not exceed the
yeah,
polygon.
it's
The
weird,
size you are
right?
talking about, the size is exceeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15,
That might be because of texture.
but there's no texture.
There is no texture.
Not in the one that I saw, at least.
So do you have that file in
Yeah.
our drive?
Yeah, it's in crypto twin folder, and I'll share you the link in the chat, or I can even screen share. So yeah. So in the drive, if you go here,
Okay, so for the first one, right?
You don't have Rhino there, right? I mean, single render.
I don't, but we can watch, like, see the files on like online. Why it's not download? Oh man, so many bits crunch model. Yeah. Okay. Since we are
Okay,
in
I
the
have it
topic.
here.
Oh. Okay. Let me see if it's working here. Just quickly. Oh. Some light. Okay. Maybe you share it. Maybe it's the wooden texture. Could be.
Yeah, is there too many colliders? Are you using just like the bare minimum of colliders that you need? In terms of polygons, I mean.
Yeah. Abhi, do you have it in your PC?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it appear something awful. Let's see together. Okay. All right, it's here. And I can make it clear. No idea what's going on with my. Okay, that's it. Oh, so it has textures. But doesn't seem like huge textures. Okay, maybe we can try to export it without the textures. Or can you show again
Oh.
the Google Drive so we can see the size of the textures?
So like I just downloaded the model. It's 15.6 MB. So we just need like 600 kilobytes or something.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I was thinking, okay, can the original modeler just delete like the a small detail? It would be okay.
What about
what
the?
is
It looks like those casters. Looks like those wheels on the bottom of the palette. Do you need them in there? Because there could be
Deleted
quite
the
a lot of
wheels.
polygons.
I deleted the wheels. That was the first thing I thought, okay, let's delete it. But it didn't solve the problem. It wasn't enough.
Oh, okay.
there is a lot of detail, so the vertices and poly count is also exceeding the limit.
Okay.
Oh, there's HVAC and other stuff. Oh, this is a BIM model or what?
Yeah. X-ray. Let's see what's inside this thing.
See, that's why it's exceeding.
Yeah, I think it will exceed the polygon to or something.
It's showing around 38. Oh, sorry, 3,84,000.
Oh, we just have 20,000 or 10,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it needs some serious cleaning.
You probably have a lot of polygon faces that are on top of each other, and they could be combined just to be one solid. That'll help probably a lot.
Shri, you did some cleaning for BitScrunch. Do you want to take a
I
try?
I
Or but you
basically
delete?
removed everything. No, I did decimate it, but yeah, I removed those things where I had issue with material textures. So maybe I can try.
Yeah, like maybe give like 10-15 minutes. If it's taking long
Mhm.
time, I think can have a meeting with Hiri. I think Richa also did some optimization, so we can even ask her. But yeah, so that is one meeting where we'll get that, and we just delivered the Bitscreen metaverse, and the code is in GitHub. And I know Simon has experience with Decentraland SDK, so it's gonna help us making that API, REST API calls and integrating bidirectional calls from the Decentraland metaverse to real life. So it would be cool. I have done some like experiment in the past where if I turn on Switch in real life, even in metaverse, it was able to do it. So and vice versa. So it all depends on what devices and how is that integration. Another thing could be the data storage, and this is one thing I want to experiment where either using I'm not sure ceramic or there was some other protocol or LAN where what if we can create an economy around your own IoT data? So it would be an interesting like your usage in your real life might give you tokens if you start sharing it or something around that.
That's cool. That's really cool. I know it's not. I know it's not decentralized, but I know IBM Cloud provides a very quick and easy way of spinning up a server connected to a device that's running Node-RED. If you've ever used Node-RED, it's an IoT um, uh, programming tool. It's a visual programming tool. It's Grasshopper for IoT. Put it that way. Yeah, you think about it that way. So you got nodes you can put on and wire it up, tell it, if this, do that, all that sort of stuff. But IBM allows you to connect to it really quickly and easily. But it's then in IBM's hands. So maybe not. But that sounds really
Honestly,
cool.
even all the miners are using AWS cloud to mine Ethereum. So there's a thin line of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is decentralization.
yeah. So true. But yeah, tokenizing it, IoT information, it would be huge.
Hey,
Um,
so yeah, so meanwhile, that's one of the thing I'm gonna look this week is what would be a good database integration. But part of that depends on what IoT uh, device or system they have because there are a few IoT system which has good integration with Thingsboard, which is a platform where you can visualize a lot of IoT data. So, and I know Microsoft Azure has some good IoT integration quick setup. So there would be some study where what's the database and what's the visualization platform of all the IoT data. So
mm.
cool. And I think is there anything else? I think we are good to go where this weekend we'll be busy with website and Decentraland.
Yeah, from my side, that's it.
Do you want me to focus on more crypto twin stuff or this the website, the globe? What's more of a priority, I guess?
I think crypto twin is much more dependent on how the meeting goes. So the API integration. So might be beneficial that maybe we all this week we all focus on the website and get a lot of things done.
Okay, cool. And is that, sorry, I've got to check, but I guess is the website a private repo?
I think we have to add you.
I'm on ArchiDAO GitHub.
I think he is already added in the GitHub, so it's a public, I think. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll grab a copy.
Yeah. I also shared in the chat. So
Okay, cool. Thanks.
yeah, one last thing, Bobby, in the GitHub repo of website, so there's this README section. It might be helpful if we add the Figma link and debug link there. So anyone looking the repo can just use those links.
Yes. And is Figma also like public?
No, it's open for ArchiDAO.
Akidao as in the Gmail account?
Yeah, archidao.io.
Okay.
But
Maybe
Mayur, sorry, you were saying something before Shri, and I missed you because Benji screamed right next to me, and I couldn't hear. What was it?
no, I was just saying, like in the README section of the website here, we could add information, link to Figma and link to dwork. So
Okay, good.
uh,
Okay, I'll do that.
I think that's it. It was quite productive.
Sure, it was great. Thank you guys for the support.
Yeah, great.
Positive
Bobby.
thinking. Okay, cool guys. Talk
Cool, guys.
soon.
See
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
Yes,
See ya. Bye.
Bye.